Welcome back, Cage Sider fans. And in studio today, we have with us the champ, the 155-pound EFC champion of the world, Dave the Pain Train Mazany. Now, before we talk to you, Dave, we want to take a look at this package on what you're up to next.
All right, let's see it.
At EFC 58, the lightweight champion, American Dave Mazany, will defend his title against Cape Town favorite, Don Madge. Will the Pain Train's dominance continue inside the hexagon, or will the Magic Man finally get his hands back on EFC gold? Plus, the former interim bantamweight champion, Ishad Syed, will aim to set the crowd alight against the electrifying showman, Tumisang Madiba. EFC 58, Saturday, 8 April, Grand West, Cape Town. Tickets and broadcast information at efcworldwide.com.
Wow. Well, I'm pumped after seeing that promo of you there, champ. How you feeling? How you doing? I know you're about to get on a plane here in a few days to go to South Africa. Right. Tell us what kind of the mental state you're in to defend your title for, I believe this is your second defense now, right?
This is my second title defense against the guy I was originally supposed to defend the title against. But he got injured a week before the fight, so I had to fight the champ again to seal the fact that I am the champion. I feel great, but one of the weird things is like, you're thinking about this other man all the time. I'm with my girl, I'm sleeping, I'm eating, I'm dieting. I'm thinking about this other guy. I'm thinking about his combinations, his movements. Every time I'm doing everything, I'm training my butt off. So, shots of adrenaline all day. Like, shots. You know, it's an exhilarating lifestyle knowing you're going to fight another human for money inside a cage while everybody watches worldwide.
Now, when you do go to South Africa, Cape Town, I know you built somewhat of a pretty good fan base there, and I know that Don Madge, the opponent that you're fighting for this title, he's like a hometown hero, so 50-50 when you're over there. Are you ever feeling like you're in danger when you're going into a place where it's not your hometown? Or do you feel like, hey, man, it's just like home? Like, how are you feeling when going against a hometown guy?
I have not fought in my hometown in probably 8 or 9 years, right? So being the guy on the road, being that guy, that's home to me. I'm on the road when I referee Naga. I referee Nagas on the weekends. Every single fight I've been the underdog. But this is the first time that I'm the second guy out, you know, in the cage, because I'm the champ. He goes in first, I go in second, because I've always been the away guy. I've always been the guy that's not getting cheered for. And finally, I am building a fan base because I'm able to fight for EFC more than once. So for me, it's exciting to be able to interact with fans, build a little bit of a fan base, even if it is in the other side of the country. I think that's the most southernmost cage fight there is. I don't know. I haven't looked at the stats, but it has to be. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know, and we've talked about this before, and we've talked about it off camera, but being the EFC champ, and it's great. You'll always be able to say, hey, man, I was a champion of the world in an organization for MMA, which is very rare. But everybody wants to get to the big dance. Everybody wants to get to the big show. Right. So can you talk to us a little bit about maybe the struggle of what you still have to go through? Because I know you're not a full-time fighter. You have to go through like 15, 16-hour days. What's that like? I mean, like, bring us to a day-to-day Dave Mazany type training camp.
Right. Like one of the guys I really love is C.T. Fletcher, right? He talks about having that magnificent obsession. So to me, what I do, I train people all day. I work Nagas, which is a grappling tournament, which I'm a referee for. I do everything I absolutely enjoy. And if you're doing stuff you enjoy, you're not really working, right? But they are long days. I wish I could focus on fighting a little bit more, but this is the boat I'm in right now. My sister just made it to the UFC. You know, she got that shot. She had a 4-0 record, fought Sarah McMahon on last minute notice. We're hoping to get that brother-sister combo in there. My sister's been in my corner every time. You'll see her over in South Africa with me. She actually cornered my last fight because a hiccup happened, and my original corner could not make it. So I told Gina, "You're the captain now," like that movie. I go, "What's that movie called?"
The one with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I was like, "Gina, you were the captain now."
Yeah.
And so Gina took over, and her and I have been a team this whole time. So I would love it if Gina Danger Mazany and Dave the Pain Train Mazany both were a team inside the UFC. That is the end goal, to completely live off of fighting one day in my life.
Wow, I mean, we're definitely rooting for you guys here. 2017 should be a really, really big year for you guys. And I know training at Extreme Couture must be fun. Is there ever, now this is weird, but sometimes brother and a brother, they'll spar against each other.
Right.
Do you ever spar with Gina? Like you two guys spar, or are you just so big that, you hit her too hard? Like tell me that.
We'll drill and we'll spar together.
Okay.
But it's kind of funny, when I was warming up for my last fight, Gina was like, dude, you were throwing, because before a fight, you're just throwing each other around and everything's all crazy. So yeah, I tossed her around pretty good backstage. But yeah, no, being an Extreme Couture is great, man. I'm in a sea full of sharks, and I'm like a minnow trying to get big and get strong and become one of those sharks. So I love being in a gym where there's nothing to do but climb up and become better. So it's great. I love it.
Man, that's awesome. Well, real quick, I want the Cage Cider fans to know that you are actually a pro wrestler.
Yep.
And there's something that you were trying to be like a tag teamer with Tom Lawler, I think it was. So talk about this just a little bit, because I know you do pro wrestling sometimes here in Vegas.
At Future Stars of Wrestling, I wrestled Silas Mason, and of course he cheap shotted me. Tom Lawler came in from behind and saved me. So me and him were looking for a tag team match here in the future. So tune in to Future Stars of Wrestling if you're here in Las Vegas, and see Dave the Pain Train Mazany and the Iron Claw.
Cage Cider fans, thank you so much. Thank you, Dave the Pain Train Mazany, for joining us in studio. Best of luck to you. We'll be rooting for you, of course. And when we come back, Cage Cider fans, we get to see Jeremy talk to the champ. Honor the Hurricane Littleton. Stick around.